What's up? This is Adam with Adam's Coast Chronicles, and I just got inside the gate here at Lake Compounce in Bristol, Connecticut. Here to check out the new Phobia Fear Coaster and some other things. So coming from the front entrance of the park, you can go right or left, and it kind of makes a big circle with some branches. They do have free soda at this park, so you can just go to any one of those soda fountains and grab a cup and get some soda. Here we've got some smaller kind of kiddie rides, got a Dumbo Ride, and a looks like little motorcycles, some popcorn. In the center of the park, you have the Wildcat, which is this old classic wooden coaster. And back here in the background, we can see the brand new Phobia Fear Coaster, which is where I'm headed now. Got a wave swinger that looks like it's still taken apart. This is opening day, so there are a couple things that aren't quite ready yet. We've got this cool building here. It has like some midway games as well as a Dunkin' Donuts. It's a fried dough. And we also have a disco that they call Revolution. Yeah, it is kind of funny seeing this wave swinger taken apart. Because this part's supposed to be up there, and those look like the walls of it. So hopefully they'll get that going again soon. Disco. We have like a teacups ride over here, as well as I don't know if this model's a frog hopper or not. I guess it is. It's a little mini drop tower kind of thing. We have a mini carousel here. I just got off the Revolution, which is a disco ride. And this is actually the first disco I've ever done. Normally I don't do them just because the lines are typically long. But today, since there's nobody here, I went ahead and did it. It's actually pretty fun, a little bit dizzying. And there's the great debate about whether or not these are roller coasters. I don't think they are. They're powered and they move like a flat ride. But it's a fun ride. See Phobia Fear in the background there. It is sitting where they used to have an old Enterprise that sat there. And they have replaced it with Phobia Fear. Over there we have a little kiddie coaster. Doesn't look like it's running today. Here we have the Sky Coaster. Found these little direction signs, which I think are kind of cool. And as we can see, Phobia has been added. So it's nice that they keep all that stuff up to date. And when you turn, you see that beautiful sign over there. Just a Phobia Fear. To the right, we have the Dino Expedition, which is like a mini version of Dinosaurs Alive. We have a Vekoma Boomerang, which is called Zoomerang. And you know, I've been on it before. A boomerang is a boomerang is a boomerang. This one's actually not too bad. I recall this being one of the smoother ones, which is nice. And back here we have Zoomer's Gas and Go, which is their car ride. Here we have the pirate ship, which is kind of cool because it's situated on these waterfalls, which is cool. Here we have some flyers, which are themed to America, and I guess like American planes and stuff. Up here we have the Parkside Diner, which is a restaurant. And next to it we have Sawmill Plunge, which is their log flume ride, which is actually pretty cool because it's kind of back here in the mountain. One of the cool things about this park is that it's kind of built in the side of a mountain, which brings about just some cool scenery and some cool rides that interact with the mountain, like Boulder-the. And as we can see, Phobia Fear Coaster is running. It is a little bit of a gloomy day. It hasn't really rained. It's not really supposed to rain, but it has been overcast all day and it is chilly. There was almost nobody in the parking lot, and there's not a whole lot of people here, so I'm looking forward to getting like lots and lots of rides in. There's about 3 hours till the park closes, and I just got here. So we should do pretty well. And here we have it, the Phobia Fear Coaster, which is a Premier Rides Skyrocket 2 model like they have down at Busch Gardens and over on the West Coast. About to check it out, give it a ride, and see how it compares. To get to the entrance of Phobia Fear, you actually have to come over here and take a right by the sign. On that side is the exit. So to enter the ride, you have to come over here by the Pig House and the Pizza Palace and Thunder and Lightning, which is their giant husk swing ride, which those are great rides as always. And here we have the entrance. I really like overall just the way that the ride looks and the color scheme and the theming they put into it. I just got off of the Phobia Fear Coaster here on opening day at Lake Compounce, and it's a really great ride. This is the second one of these I've been on. I've been on the one at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, which is called Tempesta there. It's exactly the same ride, but I definitely like this one a lot better because it doesn't have the comfort colors, or the discomfort colors as I like to call them. The launches are really good. You get really good airtime up there at the top. The hang time on the roll is really good. All in all, yeah, it's just a really fun ride. It's definitely a great addition for this park. It looks really nice where they put it. They did a good job with the signage and the color scheme of the ride and everything. And overall, the operations are really good. They're sending trains really quickly. There's also nobody here today, so luckily today it was a station wait, which is great, just because it's kind of a gloomy day. So definitely, if you're in the area, you should come to Lake Compounce and check this ride out if you've never done one of these before, because it is really fun. Lake Compounce does a really good job overall with their signage and theming for their rides. This is the entrance to Thunder and Lightning, which is their husk giant swing ride, which actually has like lightning bolts painted on it. It looks pretty cool. Here's the nice little sign, and they got this fake weather forecast sign that looks like part of it's been ripped up and torn up from the impending storm. So I just think that's kind of neat. I just got off Thunder and Lightning, which is a SNS giant swing ride. I'm sorry, I did misspeak. I think earlier I said they're made by Huss. They're actually made by SNS. And these are great rides. These are some of my favorite flat rides. You get really good hang time at the tops of it, and some good G-forces really swinging back and forth. So definitely a ride to do here. I just got off the Ghost Hunt, which is a Sally shooting ride. It's a lot like the ones that you find at some of the Cedar Fair parks, the former Paramount parks, like the Boo Blasters rides. It's pretty much the same kind of ride, and it was really good, a lot of fun. Scenery looks good, the ride vehicles work well, the guns work well. It's a good little Sally shooter. Next, Phobia Fear, we have the entrance to Boulder-the, the mountain coaster, which is the signature ride here at Lake Compounce. It's my favorite wooden coaster. Unfortunately, right now, it's down for maintenance. They said it should be back up before the end of the day, so hopefully it is. Otherwise, I'll be a little bit upset because there's nobody here, so it's the perfect day to marathon Boulder-the. So hopefully they'll get it opened back up, as it is my favorite wooden coaster and the reason to come here. What's really cool is the fact that it's literally built into the side of this mountain, and it goes through the trees and everything. Back there you can kind of see where it comes back up, and then the return run of it goes all the way across the side of the park, and it's just full of these little hills, and it's crazy. It's my favorite return run on any roller coaster. Definitely take it with a lot of speed. I feel like you're going faster at the end of the ride than you are at the beginning. And here's a good view of the Wildcat, top of the lift hill, which is their classic wooden coaster here. They also have an SNS shot tower. Theirs is called Downtime. It's pretty good size. And here we have more Midway games. The theming for Downtime is kind of cool with these gears and stuff. We also have a Mexican restaurant, La Fiesta Mexicana. And back there we can see a Wipeout ride. Just got off of Downtime, which is their SNS Drop Tower. And something cool about it is at the top it actually makes like a ticking sound. And then the ticking slows down. It's like a clock breaking and then you drop. So that's just kind of nice that they carried the theming over to the to having on-ride audio, which is pretty cool. This is the kind where they bring you up slowly and then just drop you. So it doesn't actually shoot up, it just drops from the top. And then you just kind of bounce. But these are fun rides. I always love a good drop tower. Here we can see more of the Downtime theming. There's a clock on the side of this building, which is pretty cool. This is the station to Boulder Dash, the brake run. It's a closer view of where it goes up the mountain. We have a classic Wipeout ride. Some more free soda fountains. And back in the distance we can see where Boulder Dash runs, which is really awesome. And over here we have the bumper cars. Pink's Hot Dogs and Burgers. And the entrance to the Wildcat, which is where I'm headed now. And over here by the Wildcat is their carousel. And they have a nice big restaurant area here and a theater, which I believe also connects over to the water park, which starts over here. I actually just got off the Wildcat, and this time I rode in the front row. I've ridden it once before. I can't remember where I rode it before, but I definitely enjoyed it a lot more this time around than I did the first time. It's actually a lot of fun in the front row. It's really not too bad, really not too rough. A little bit of airtime here and there, and just overall just a fun old classic wooden coaster. So I'm glad that I enjoyed it more this time around. Back there you can actually see the lake, and something to note is over there by the carousel. If you go back over there, I'm probably not going to go back over there today just because it takes a while to walk back there, and it's really only worth doing if Boulder Dash is running. You can actually walk all the way down to the other side of the lake, and Boulder Dash's entire return run, you can actually walk all the way down there and see all of it, which is pretty cool. And over here there's the Bat House, which is where you can change and stuff to go to the water park. Anyway, back over there, if you do go that way, just walk along the track to Boulder Dash. They actually have a sky ride here. I've never actually done it. One of these days I will do it when I have more time and when the weather's nicer, because I think it's like 30 minutes long or so, and it doesn't actually take you over the park. It actually takes you like up the mountain, and I've heard only good things about it, so that's definitely something you should check out while you're here. Lake Compounce, according to the sign, is America's oldest amusement park. I feel like a lot of amusement parks say that. So I don't really know what they define as it being the oldest amusement park. I know there are a lot of parks that started out as, you know, like leisure parks with picnics, pavilions, and stuff like that, then gradually turned into amusement parks. So I don't really know exactly what it means when they distinguish themselves as the oldest amusement park. In any case, it is a nice old classic park. Anyway, coming back around from over here by the Wildcat, this takes you back to the front of the park. At this point, I've rounded the whole circle. It's a fairly small park overall, but not the smallest of parks. They got a lot of nice stuff here. Good news, they were able to get Boulder-the open. It opened about 30 minutes before the park is closing, but there's still nobody here, so this will be my last ride, but the third time, so glad they got it open. Alright, that does it for me here at Lake Compounce. As you can see, the parking lot's pretty much empty. It actually was never full. I ended up getting the last train on Boulder-the, and they sent us around twice. Got a good front seat ride, which is always fun. If you like this video, be sure to click the like button below and subscribe for more theme park tour and reviews. Until next time, this is Adam from Adam's Coaster Chronicles, signing off.